Welcome to the Fighting Fantasy Live Read, Part 3 of The Forest of Doom. If you find yourself at Part 3 without having heard Parts 2 or 1, you can find those links in the notes below. Now sit back, enjoy, find out what this centaur's got to do with anything, who's got tiny hands, and most importantly, what's in the box.
It does. Look at that. He's got a 4-pack. I don't know what can horses have 6-pack? All right. Conversation. Walk into the river. Yeah, but it's a lumpy 4-pack. It's just weird. All right, I'm gonna take the suggestions from the stream on this one. Help me deal with this muscly, beardy hipster centaur. What should we do? Bro out? I don't even know what that means. Like have a convo? A brovo? Like, hey centaur, what are you doing here? I like your river. How'd you get them abs? All right, let's go to 366 for some conversation. All right, 366. Tell me the secrets of this place, O mighty centaur. You bid the centaur good day. He probably uses beard oil or some of that river mud. You bid the centaur good day, to which he replies in a similar manner. Oh, very friendly. It is pleasing to meet somebody who is not attacking you on sight. You ask the centaur if he has any information which might lead you to your goal, but he does not know anything. He says that he does not wander much these days as he's getting old. He just wants to own a little gold for his old age. He offers to carry you across the river for 3 gold pieces. Will you accept his offer, or refuse politely and wade into the river? I will accept his offer, but I don't have anything to pay him with, since I got robbed of my last 3 gold pieces. But I mean, it doesn't stop me from actually accepting his offer, right? And that just sounds tricky. Like the book's trying to trap me into going across the river on my own. Such a pleasant centaur. I'm not cheap. I just don't have money. Let's accept his offer and see what happens. Oh, glorious centaur, are you a shapeshifter? You climb on the centaur's back, and he turns and walks into the river. The water is a dark green color, and you wonder what kind of creature might be lurking in its depths. Soon you reach the other side, and you pay the centaur his 3 gold pieces. He thanks you and waves goodbye, wishing you good luck. You are now at the... Well, okay, that seems... I can't actually pay him, so... That seems like I'm cheating. 366. We were having a nice conversation. Then he offered to carry me, but I don't have any. I'm sorry, Mr. Centaur. I have to go across the river on my own. I don't have money and I don't want to cheat. As you wade into the river, the centaur gallops off south down the path. Like, yeah. The water is dark green in color, and you wonder if any creatures lurk in its depths. Although the water only rises to your waist, it is very cold and your legs feel numb. You think something is touching your legs, maybe weeds, but it's difficult to tell. Eventually, you reach the far bank and haul yourself out of the river. You look down at your legs and are horrified to see a bloated black leech, some 6 inches long, clinging to your thigh. You reach into your backpack and take salt from your provisions to rub on the hideous leech. It curls up and falls off your leg. Lose 1 portion of provisions. You kick the shriveled leech into the river and look around you. You are now at the foot of some hills and it's beginning to get dark. You see that the path winds its way north up to the hills and you decide to camp under the huge old oak tree at the right of the path. Later, you settle down to sleep with your sword by your side. Turn to 298. All right. I only lost one provision there. That's not bad. So if you're wondering, provisions allow me to, I can eat them at any time that I'm not in combat, and they restore 4 stamina. So 298. Sleeping under the old oak tree. You've been asleep for about an hour when a terrifying howl of a bearded centaur, no, I'm just kidding, wakes you up with a start. It seems to be coming from the west, some distance away. You look up to see a full moon in the night sky. While looking up, you suddenly notice a large black shape moving in the branches above you. You forget about the howling and leap to your feet, grabbing your sword at the same time as a giant spider drops to the ground beside you. Its massive rounded body moves slowly towards you on black, spiny legs. Not wishing to leave all your possessions, you are forced to fight. If I win. Yeah, right, if I win. Alright, skill 7, stamina 8, so I need to get 4 hits on this guy. It's got a 14. Pretty easy on average for us to beat. We're going to take that one. Alright, 1 down. It's got a 6 for a total of 13. Blasted it, man. Just wrecking face today. Okay, here's the first tough one. It's got a 17 on the 3rd hit. And we come in at a 19. Oh, man, that lucky roll on that stamina was fantastic. Last hit, let's cut its last legs off. It's got a 17. Means that we have to roll 20, which we did. All right, stamina, spider dead. We have won against the giant spider. Shelob's brood is down, 140. You step around the bulbous mass of the giant spider and settle down again into a nervous, yeah, right, like I'm going back to sleep. A nervous sleep. You awake early in the morning and set off north along the path. The ground is quite steep now as the path wends its way up into the hills. By the time you reach the top, the sun is quite hot. All around in the distance you see the tight green circle of Darkwood Forest. Mist still hangs in the tall grasses behind you ahead, but you see a valley floor bathed in sunlight. All is quiet. Will you start down the far side of the hill? Oh, as you start down the far side of the hill, you see a junction in the path. You may continue north along the hill or go east along the new path. All right. What are we doing? East or north? Yeah, all right, let's do it. 25 north. Poor pig's got the power. Eventually, the path levels out and you find yourself on a valley floor. The path continues north, but also a new path leads off to the west. Well, if we keep going north, we're going to hit that village, and we don't have the hammer yet. So I think that we should go west. I'm going to make the executive decision to go west on this one. 56. Walking along the tranquil valley floor, you arrive at a junction in the path. You see that the way south leads back into the hills, so you decide to dismiss that option. If you wish to continue west, turn to 233. If you wish to head north, 163. Well, I'm going to keep on my westward. No spoilers, no illustration spoilers. Continue west, 233. To the right of the path, you see a stone well with a bucket and a turning handle. If you wish to take a closer look at the well, yeah, we do. Turn to 17. If you'd rather continue to walk west, turn to 238. All's well that ends well. Oh, my daughter's not here to appreciate dad puns. I think that we should definitely, I mean, this is just boring walking around, right? We need to fight stuff or investigate things. So let's go to 17. A ladder runs down the inside of the well, dungeon entrance to the water below. However, there appears to be a tunnel just above the surface of the water running north. It is circular and has a diameter of 1 meter. You may toss a gold piece into the well. I don't have that. Descend the ladder to look at the tunnel or return to the path west. Well, we're not coming all the way to the well just to turn around, right? I mean, a 1 meter tunnel. I guess we could technically crawl through that if we're not too beefy. So let's look at the 256. 256 is where we want to go. Climbing down the ladder, You do not notice that a rung is missing. If you slip and lose your footing, test your luck. If you are lucky, you manage to hang onto the ladder with your hands. If you're unlucky, you fall off the ladder and plunge into the water below. Alright, so this is what we do for testing luck. Our luck score is 10. We roll 2 dice, and we have to get 10 or lower on those dice to be lucky. If we are lucky, we reduce our luck score by 1. 1 and a 3, we are lucky, and we'll reduce. So we get, the more we rely on luck, the less lucky we're going to be. Saying a luck a lot. Luck. All right. Luck down to 9. And we are lucky, so we hang onto the ladder with our hands. Turn to page 122. 122. At the bottom of the ladder, you see that the tunnel runs quite a distance north. You are surprised to see that it is lit by torches at regular intervals along its length. If you wish to crawl along the tunnel, turn to 135. If you wish to climb back up the ladder and return to the path, 362. All right. I think that, based on Warpig's last comment too, we also want to investigate this, right? Like, all about that dungeon crawl. Like literally a crawl in a dungeon. What do you think, Kim? What? Oh, dungeon crawl joke. Okay, let's do it. The tunnel continues north until at last you arrive at a junction. If you wish to crawl west or crawl east. Oh man. Talk about needing a map for this thing. Brutal. Well, we were headed west anyways, right? Work. So, all right, let's keep going west. 284. 284, where are you? You soon arrive at another junction in the tunnel. If you wish to head north, 81. If you wish to head south, 270. All right, let's head south. 270. Try to avoid going north. The tunnel ends at a cave entrance. On entering the cave, you see that the roof is no higher than the tunnel and you're unable to stand up. The cave is a lair of an intelligent creature, for it contains small pieces of furniture. There's a wooden box just over 1 meter in length at the back of the cave. If you wish to lift the lid of the box, turn to 229. If you wish to turn around and return to the junction in the tunnel, go to 121. Yeah, right. I totally want to lift the lid of that box. I mean, who wouldn't? You come all that way for treasure and just like dangles it in front of you there? Right? You're with me, right, Kim? 229?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, do it.
You don't go to ignore the box.
Always open the box. It's a head. Spoilers. No, I'm just kidding. All right. As you touch the wooden box, the lid flies up without you having to lift it. From the box leaps a tiny green-skinned creature with a large head. It has a long nose and pointed ears, and his clothes are made of sacking. You are taken by surprise, and the gremlin tries to stab you with his dagger. Test your luck. If you're lucky, you dodge. If you're unlucky, the blade sinks into your thigh. I bet you it's poison or something gross. Test our luck. Roll them dice. Woo, lucky. All right. We're above average luck currently, but now we're getting down to it. We dodge his thrusting blade. 165. Small green gremlin is agile, being able to run around while you have difficulty moving on about on your hands and knees. You back up against the wall and draw your sword. Yeah, good idea. During each attack round, you must reduce your attack strength by 3 because of the cramped fighting position. If you win, turn to 242. Alright, so that means our effective skill is 9 against his skill 5. We still will get him in 2 hits. You got a 7 for a total of 12. Ours is 9 plus, also 12. We're going to say that we win on ties because I'm too lazy to go back and look at it. So that's the first hit in. And that's a 7, 12 for him. And we annihilate that gremlin. 242. House elf. Oh, poor Dobby. 242. Give him a sock. He'll go away. Rummaging through some bedding in a chest of drawers, you find an ingot of gold. It is worth 28 gold pieces. However, it's very heavy, and if you wish to take it, some other object from your backpack will have to be discarded. There is no other exit from the cave, and you have to crawl back down the tunnel to the junction. All right, we take that gold nugget. What do we get rid of? Some other item. Leather armor? That's cheating. You know what? Let's get rid of our healing potion since we have tons of... No, I want to keep the garlic. I really want to keep the garlic. I got tons of provisions I can heal up in between. Place that healing potion with gold ingot worth 28. And we have to return to the junction and go back. 121. All right, sweet treasure. Not helping us find our stuff yet, but back at the junction, you may either go east or keep going north. So I think east will take us back towards where we were. Let's go north on this one. We'll go to 81. Okay, 81. Ahead, you hear high-pitched voices frantically calling to each other. The tunnel ends in a small cave entrance. Suddenly, an arrow flies out of the cave towards you. Test your luck, of course. If you're lucky, the arrow whistles past your head. If you're unlucky, it lodges in your shoulder. Is this like a nest of gremlins down here? All right, here we go. Testing our luck. We got 8 luck at this point. Oh, we are unlucky. Boo. Well, luckily it doesn't reduce our luck. Oh, that's a lot of luck, me saying. Luck. Turn to 4. Lose 4 stamina points. If you're still alive, you manage to pull the arrow from your shoulder, although the pain is agonizing. If you still wish to enter the cave, turn to 49. If you wish to crawl back to the junction, turn to 93. Well, I'm going to lose 4 stamina, but instead of losing that stamina, I'm actually going to eat 2 provisions, because I'm not in combat technically, and go back up to full stamina. Full initial stamina, which was 23. So let's totally go into the cave. 49. I want to have a quick chat with whoever hit me with an arrow there. 49. Yeah. Here's the illustration. Looks like some relatives. You press down the tunnel into the cave entrance. The roof of the cave is no higher than the tunnel, and you're unable to stand up. The cave is very small and filled with tiny bits of furniture and all manner of objects and curios. Standing in the middle of the cave are 2 green-skinned creatures with small bodies and large heads. They have pointed ears and long noses, and their clothes are made from sacks. They appear very alarmed and charge at you with their daggers. You must fight the gremlins as you are unable to turn around and escape. First and second gremlin. You fight the gremlins one at a time, but must reduce your attack strength by 3 for each round of combat because you're fighting on your hands and knees. All right. We are, and these guys are skill 4 and stamina 3, and skill 3 and stamina 2. So let's fight the first gremlin. All right. So first gremlin meets the fatal end of our blade here, and second gremlin, unfortunately rolls really low. This is like the weaker sibling. And we run him through spectacular. In fact, I think we can pretty much say that we create a little gremlin skewer. Just pin him to the wall with our sword. Sorry, gremlins, you shot me first. I blame you for my aggressiveness. So bad. Sorry. 371. We did win that. 371. Born to kill, right? Yeah. We're adventurers. Do an adventure. There are many handmade clay figures of human hands in different positions covering every available surface. Hold on a second. 371, okay. They're all painted with bright red glaze. In a copper vase, you find 3 gold pieces, which you put in your backpack. There is nothing else of use or value in the cave. You leave by crawling back in the way you came to the junction, taking a clay hand with you if you wish. Turn to 93. All right, yeah, for sure. Let's do that. We're going to say we are going to take 3 gold pieces and clay hand, which is red and weird. And we're going back into the junction, which is at 93. Back at the junction, you may either you go east to 61 or keep going south. Well, the south is back to the original Gremlins den that we found, so let's go back to 61. You're soon back at the first junction if you wish to crawl south back to the well or continue east. Well, let's loot this entire place. Let's continue east to 151. Might as well explore the entire underground complex here. The tunnel ends at a cave entrance. A curtain hangs over the entrance and you're unable to see inside. If you wish to throw back the curtain and enter the cave, turn to 71. If you wish to turn around and return to the junction in the tunnel, 296.
Thanks for tuning in for episode 3. If you enjoyed this episode, then please like and subscribe below. We're going to bring you a lot more adventure in the Forest of Doom, and of course, we got to find out what's in this room. Thanks again, and talk to you again soon.